All right. What's going on? What's going on? We're off the water. It was choppier than we thought out there. We got stuck way out, like way out at the chute there.
Are you good, or should we move that?
Mayflies get that's just the sound's fine.
Where did all the mayflies go?
Mayflies get blown by the wind, buddy. It's windy out there. But that's your look at the live leaderboard. It's 152. They still got more than an hour and a half here to keep going, but your day one leaders are your day two leaders as well. They've got a full bag. You'll see the columns there. Day one weights, fish 1, fish 2, fish 3, fish 4 if you have it. We have two teams. They got a full bag. Second place yesterday is second place again right now too. So Hebert followed it up with another full bag, another master angler. I'm just getting the first look at the scores myself here. They've got a master today and 3 really good ones. Not matching the 4 masters yesterday, but running away with it here. Almost 70 pounds of Lac Du Bonnet walleye. Tanner Aschenbrenner and Chase Stooner split up in third in a tight battle with Aaron Weeb and Daryl Weeb for the third place money. It's 1, 2, and 3 is the cash here. Big fish of the tournament was 28.75. That was tied yesterday. But team number 1 will take the tiebreaker on that because your second biggest fish is the tiebreaker. And from what I can see, no one's beat the. There is a 28.5 is the biggest fish so far today. And this is sorted by total tournament. This is the tournament standings here right now. Peter Weidman and Dave Pyatt, Stephen Clope and Ryan Montgomery, outside shots to get into the money there. Still time. Bill Murray and Dean Randall, they had a master yesterday. Nothing scored yet today here. Maybe. Could be on their phones, though. Connectivity issues yesterday. Dave Obrick and Jeff Foreman scored today as well. Same with Jake Sheverfields and Jerry Rose. They caught that this morning. Steve Blaney, Luke Kellington. It's actually the senior Kellington, actually, is fishing today. Pulled them up from the minors there. They got one. Not zero. People are catching fish out there, though. I'm sure of it. They have to be 21.75 minimum to score, though. So it's these are the ones you're seeing here are over that 55 centimeter. You get to 55 centimeters, you get credited for 21.75. The conversion chart is on Kickerfish there. You can find it actually under the Selkirk Walleye Championship, the conversion chart. It's not on the Lac Du Bonnet one. Or Prairie Walleye Classic has the same conversion chart too. You'll see what the weights are after we convert the lengths. That is your first look at it. Then I'm just gonna play music and let it play there. I gotta get my boat out of the water here now, get it back. We're soaked, gonna go get dried. It's choppy out there, my God. And 3:30 is when they gotta come back by. So we'll see if anything changes on the score here. Some scores still come in and stuff like that. We'll put that back on, and I'm gonna go get this boat out of the water. Less than 45 minutes left in the tournament. I don't think I heard of any kind of pings, Mike, since I went to go grab lunch here. Quiet.
No ping.
No pinging.
Oh,
pinging.
There we go. Oh, that's not it. Oh,
I thought I just heard there's a ping. Different messages. Anyway, they've got 42 minutes left here. Still time. You never know. All it takes is like 10 minutes. Takes a minute to do your catch photo release system there. When you get into a flurry, you never know. Awards immediately after here. These will all be double checked and verified. We get a little grace period for scoring at the end there just to make sure things are verified on people's phones if need be. And last chance to enter stuff if you're out of service. But the final scores shortly after 4 o'clock, and quick live stream to show the awards over at Drifters Inn in Lac Du Bonnet. We'll have a barbecue over there. All are welcome to come down and join us. We just saw a boat out there, like a jet ski was flipped over out on the water out in front here to the right.
oh, is that
They're doing tricks and stuff. Oh, that's like one of those stunt thingies,
like a Sea-Doo?
like a wind foil.
What do you call those things that handles move? That handles
Oh, and you pump it and stuff.
They're Sea-Doo.
Ah, okay.
They're tricks.
I got you. I thought a Sea-Doo was flipped over and boats were just passing by these people, not even asking if they need help. But they're obviously doing something out there. Just playing around.
You can dive with those too. Look at that. Like you kind of
But yeah,
do it, and then
we've got
submerge it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 9 teams have scored at least one today. 9 teams have. Yesterday was 10 teams scored at least one. Over 21.75. A little tougher. Mayfly hatch everywhere, I guess, and a little tougher fishing. Sort of par for the course. So I would figure that every team would have scored 1 or 2. I was thinking maybe not everyone's going to fill their bag, but we've got 2 teams so far with a full one. Tanner and Chase holding down 3rd place at the moment. Get some cash with 3. And then I got to check this board here. How come it's Peter Weedman and Dave Pyatt trying to chase Aaron Weave and Daryl Weave, who are chasing Tanner and Chase. Stephen Klopek and Montgomery have a chance there too. Let me go see this. Why is that not available? Oh, lost the line. Why that is. We'll get a proper score there in a second. Just over there. This boat launch, oh my God! It's not just Selkirk Park. A lot of times people think, hate on Selkirk Park a lot. But this launch here, my God, it's been busy. Like I was saying yesterday, you get all kinds of experience levels. And a busy weekend at a popular boat launch. This is a popular one, La Varanje and Lac Du Bonnet. All kinds of hijinks and adventure launchings. It'll test the marriage for sure. There's one couple, oh my God, their marriage was really being tested earlier. They're, oh boy. It's a busy launch though, it's continuous. Divine, can you fix the NA? It's a battle for 3rd right now. For sure. First place is running away with there, James and Randy. It's going to take a flurry of 30 inches for people to make a dent in that lead there. Dylan and Dawson, and there's a ping. Someone just submitted a fish. I would assume we're going to get a handful more here before it's all said and done.
Do you want me to record?
Got something?
There's a NA on Pyatt, and I don't know what that NA is.
Oh shoot. Oh shoot. I don't know if something happened with the. There we go.
So then there'll be a delay here, Divine? Is that what it is? Or is the link done?
Watching the release.
Oh no, it updated. There's a little bit of a delay, I guess. We got that fixed there. Sorry, Dave and Peter. Is that right though on the sort?
Yeah,
Okay,
24.
they're scoring a Fisher first, and see how that updates, and then we'll get this all proper sort.
That's their third fish, fourth fish, or eighth. What's the third fish?
Because you start like when you're not to do solid OG.
So that's Peter Weedman and Dave Pyatt rounding out their bag here. Looks like.
Move from the campground to here and down, and then you take nothing. It's just all about. Sometimes I catch myself off. One of our boats.
So did you. He's been waiting for him. Do you want this?
That's what you go to. I'll reach you out for the phone.
The thing was going.
But you always have color.
So last time it is the furthest boat west, except for Aaron.
Yeah.
Or no, west, north. Because Aaron left me at Hay Bay, and he went
I
east
don't know where you wrote it down.
but with this west wind.
Oh, that's gonna push them up the standings here now.
It should be good there.
We'll get it all sorted out. Everything's getting double checked and stuff like that. But Peter Weedman and Dave Pyatt with two.
For Peter. Oh, 15?
it.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
With two upgrades
You
here.
showed me a different, you showed me a different team. I was like, wait.
Sorry. That was me.
Wait, that first one, yeah.
It'll get sorted here. We're gonna see the sort there. Hit enter in a second. It's gonna be all jumped around here, but holy, that's just a quarter of a pound, less than a quarter of a pound in fourth place is Peter and Dave Pyatt. Tanner and Chase only with 3 in their bag, but still holding a quarter of a pound lead over Peter and Dave for cash here. That's a big jump. Peter and Dave there with a 27.25 and a 24 have just been verified. That is in. There's 35 minutes left in the competition.
That was just me telling you you're small.
And with an outside shot still for sure, if they can get more here, is Aaron Weeb, Daryl Weeb, Stephen Klopek, Ryan Montgomery. Can still make a push in the standings here for cash with another catch or two for sure. It's fine. It's fine. But anyway, we got the camera on the boat launch here. All kinds of launching and loading. It's a full parking lot, that's for sure. And we've got our anglers as well. But yeah, the top six, they're over 30 plus pounds. Then Bill Murray and Dean Randall, former copper mine champions, a few times actually at this tournament. Nothing yet today, but they had a good bag yesterday at 23. So we'll see if anyone else comes in with some scores. $69.99 for a 2-day bag. James Hebert and Randy Hebert. We'll come back I'll come back in about 10 minutes and talk here, but just let that leaderboard go. A couple pings coming through here, so people are catching fish now or entering them anyway. Less than 30 minutes left in the competition. I believe the standings are still the same. Tanner and Chase hanging on by a thread on third place here for the last cash spot. First place is taking out $6,000 here. $1,200 to second. Peter Weidman and Dave Pye, but a big afternoon. 2 in the morning. We saw them catch one. We actually saw them catch one of them this morning on we were live at the Castanet podcast on Facebook. And we even saw young Tanner and Gio catch one. It was under though, it was a small one, but saw some fish caught. But now they've had a big afternoon here. 27 and a quarter and a 24. Move them right up there. Just they'll need to upgrade though. And it won't take much. It'll really be, if their smallest fish is 24, if they get like a 24 and a half. I don't know if a 24 and a quarter will do it. I guess I could look it up here. I wonder if a 24 and a quarter would do it for them because they're down by 0.22. Let's see. 24.25. It would, actually. It would. 15. No, it wouldn't. That's 18. They need 24 and a half. It would just be even tighter. If they get 24 and a quarter, they'd be behind by 0.4 or something like that. So they need a 24 and a half. Peter Weidman and Dave Pyatt to overtake third. Aaron Weidman did. We of course still have a chance for sure. If you get 2 fish there, they're not upgrading nothing. They're just pure adding weight. Same with Steven and Ryan Montgomery. If they can round out, they catch an 8-pounder, for example, and they're right in there in the mix there too. So still some stuff to be settled here, but first and second, definitely. If you take a look at that, Dylan and Dawson holding on second yesterday and second overall now for the tournament. They haven't caught one master. So straight, they've got a lockdown on mid-20s fish here on Lac Du Bonnet. They scored 8 altogether yesterday, actually, and 8 altogether yesterday. Took their 4 best. They were upgrading. I don't know how many they caught here now. I don't know. They're all verifying fish right now as we approach the end here. 24 minutes left to go in the competition. Yeah, it's just solid mid, and they all count. They all count in this format. Any all overs as in over 55 centimeters, 21.75 is the cutoff in this competition. So you got to have a sizable fish there. Get your catch photo release measurements. They get verified. You get the thumbs up.
They're gonna pull up over there and talk.
People are still fishing hard out there, trying to jockey for the last spots here. Big Fish, of course, is still up in the air. Yesterday's 28.75 tie was broken by Hebert and Hebert. It goes by your next biggest fish. Bill Murray and Dean Randall had a 28.75 as well yesterday, but tiebreaker goes to Hebert and Hebert as their next biggest fish was a 28.5. So still beatable. Only takes is just one swing away, one hook set away from beating that. I'm surprised that it hasn't. I thought there would be maybe a 30-incher or 2 caught this weekend, and there hasn't been. Definitely some masters caught, mostly by one team. James Hebert and Randy Hebert continuing to dominate here. Sometimes you're leading after day one and you can falter. Sometimes the pressure is on when you're in first place. You pad yourself a good lead though, but there's still pressure is on. And they came out swinging this morning, back to back. I think it was 3 that they popped quick there. Other teams were there and they watched the show and they're telling us they're on the water. We just came back. We were out on the water today, did a few lives, back and forth. We got sort of caught out down by Hay Bay, beginning of Hay Bay there. It's easy to get farther away with the wind. You come back against the wind. Oh my God, so that was a soaking wet ride back there. But we're back now. We're live. There's 22 minutes left in the competition. The standings you see here after we sign off aren't final, of course. Those are unofficial because then when you come back, you can still sort of verify scores and submit some stuff in here. But very shortly after, we're going to head over to Drifters right after 4 o'clock, 4:15. Got some hot dogs and burgers. Big shout out to Mike Orvis at Drifters Inn for hosting us. And we'll do a quick live from over there with the awards presentation. We've got top youth, first, second, third, big fish award. We even got a cool under pressure. So we're going to see who. I got to calculate that. Cool under pressure there. Yeah. I don't know. You go from 15th to definitely not first. It got that locked down. we're going to keep the camera on this entertaining launch here, and both should be zooming in here soon. I think most teams sort of come in now. They've sort of dump out spots or fishing closer. Yeah, keep grinding away. Still got a few minutes here to get her done. Get her done here. It's tight. It is tight here for third and fourth at the moment, with fifth and sixth outside shots of getting in there.
That's to get into my house, but now I told you, so now I'm gonna have to change it up now. Change the lock.
You after like
You got Frank those numbers?
We've got 14 minutes left in the competition here. It's not 10 seconds, Nash. It's 14 minutes. But the thing is,
Which one do you work on?
you got to make it back this way. So I would imagine a lot of teams are beginning that drive now. Even if you aren't fishing too far, the bridge from here, even going 40 miles per hour, is still a few minutes away. So, yeah, we'll see if any more beeps come through on the WhatsApp chats here. Drew McRae and Brenda Serene just pulled their boat out. Gio Gerton and young Tanner Richardson just pulled their boat out too. Off the water. Branko and Danny Toth are off the water now as well. Steve Blaney and Senior Kellington, not Luke. Senior Kellington came in and subbed today. They just checked in. They scored today, though. They got a minimum. Got one, as far as I know, unless there's any more coming in. This is Dean. Dean and Bill Murray are back now. They're currently in 7th place. They are back here now, though. So they're handing in the rulers. You can see there. And the fish tags. Get them back. They might have fish to score. Okay, let's see this. They might have fish to score because I'm not sure if they were getting the WhatsApp system down a little bit. It's sort of the method that we use to submit scores here, but we've got Dean. There's Divine, they're scoring fish. So we're gonna check the standings. You're there in 7th place.
They're scoring fish over there?
No, his phone, remember yesterday?
Oh,
Mike took my pen.
Oh, yeah.
So there's
They do have fish. They did. Like I say, they caught a master yesterday at 28.75 as well. We're just talking to Drew McRae out of Portage of Prairie. He dropped a big one that had a chance at big fish, actually, just within this last hour here. They had it both sides. Those heartbreakers that pop off right at the end. My God. And they had a chance. They never did, of course, got to measure it. But when you say something has a chance to be 29, 30, people know. Like, you have an idea when you look at it, it's got a shot. So that's too bad. It does happen where they pop off. We got teams coming in here now. 11 minutes left officially in the competition. But Hebert and Hebert are now handed in. They have handed in the ruler. Looking at it over here. They didn't cross the 70-pound mark, so it's a fail. It's a 69.99. Oh, boy. That's a pretty good weight. Your best 8 walleye on Lac Du Bonnet. Over 21.75 inches, so. It's tight up here. It's tight. I'm curious to see how many fish Bill Murray and Dean Randall have actually. They're calculating. Chris Wujik and Thomas Robinson pulling up now. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. There's Wujik and Robinson pulling up. They had a tough go of it. Tough tournament for those guys. Super sticks, of course. Definitely good anglers. Red River, Pine Falls here at Lac Du Bonnet. History is shown. Not their weekend. That was just not their weekend, you know. You get one to score, Thomas? Ah, gee. Man. And you guys, well, I'm sure you caught fish. It just have to be 21.75, of course. Oh, my God. I was just saying on here, if it's not your weekend, sometimes it's just not your weekend.
So they see it, and that's even more hard.
That's even worse. Yeah.
Seeing it,
At least you have stories, right?
Ah, man. I appreciate you guys. Where we'll go. We'll talk. Thank you. It's still fishing, brother. It's still fishing. Thomas, of course, one of Dynamic Robinson brothers there. You fish all kinds of tournaments here in Central Canada. Good sticks. Cashed many checks. Wujek, of course. Falcon Lake, you name it. But not your weekend. It's not your weekend sometimes, you know. It does change day to day sometimes. Even if you were practicing, sometimes you're trying to pattern them. Lac Du Bonnet, like we've said it before, it's some of the biggest walleye in southern Manitoba exist here in this section of the Winnipeg River, Lac Du Bonnet. No doubt about that. All kinds of fish here. It's a diverse system too. You have lots of places to fish, different techniques. But it is notoriously can be difficult too. It really can. If you aren't on them, you aren't on them kind of thing. It isn't forgiving in that sense. But if you figure out sort of what's going on, like some of the teams here did, it'll kick out tons of big fish for you and numbers too. So it'll be interesting to see the final stats on how many some of these teams that have full bags have submitted. So they just had the one fish, Bill and Dean. So they had one fish though. I was wondering if they're gonna have a full bag or something, but they did have a 25.75, which gets them just short of 30 pounds, 29.94 for 2 days. Look at that fight for third place there between Aschenbrenner Stooner and Weidman Pyatt. 40.78 versus 40.56. So it's calculated it here. 24.25 still wouldn't cut it. They'd just be just short. I think you get a 0.17 upgrade with they need a 24.5 minimum to overtake them here. And of course, if Tanner and Chase put in a fourth, that would put that out of reach. To overtake second for Tanner and Chase, we'd need a 13, 14 pounder, which on our chart, that's like, I think 33, 34 inches or something like that, if it's even possible. Actually, I can even look at it here. They're behind 32 pounds, 20 to 12 pounds or something. It's doable. It's possible. A 31.5, actually. 31.25. 12.44 for a 31 incher. So it's a 323, Leon. That's wild. The Tanner and Chase's fourth fish is a 31 incher. They would jump up into possibly second. So it's really like one swing can just change the whole outlook on the whole thing here, because it's your four best. So you're adding weight. Someone scored, Divine?
No, I'm just going to the final bag.
Let me know if there's 6 minutes. Let me know if something pings through.
Yeah.
Divine and Val doing their final verifications here. I'm still waiting for any other stragglers and stuff like that, but Olbrich and Foreman are in now too. 6 minutes left. Montgomery and Klopak are in now as well. And that might be most of their teams. I don't see Aaron and Daryl. Jake Shepard-Fills and Uncle Jerry Rhodes are just pulling in here. I'm going to get a shot of that. Got to get a photo of all this. Sorry. Everybody. Sit over there. Sit in that cooler. Sit in that cooler. Nash.
What?
They're in. They're in now.
What is it, Steven? That is Steven.
Steven.
You are Steven. Dad. You are. Who's Steven then? Where?
Scored, Jake. You scored. 4 minutes left, I believe. Who's left out there? We've and Chase Tooner, I think, and Tanner. Handful of teams left, I think. Yeah, that's all that's left out there.
Peter Weedman.
Yeah, we're gonna head on over to Drifters Inn. Everyone's familiar in this area. If you frequent this place, Drifters Inn. Big shout out to Mike Orvis and crew over there for hosting us. We'll go live again. Probably do it on not on YouTube, but we'll do a live on Facebook and Instagram. We'll have these standings will be solidified quite shortly, actually. What happens after is everyone gets a receipt of your catches, and each team can either concur or not concur, and you can check whatever needs to be checked, kind of thing. If things don't match up, you can always verify on people's phones physically if you had to, or maybe something's missed or whatnot, or any late submissions. Once that's all thumbs up, these standings get double checked, triple checked, and then finalized. We'll post that up on our website, kickerfish.ca. We share that link on our Instagram and Facebook, of course. But yeah, 15 teams. A lot of people intimidated by this lake, for sure. 2-day tournament, $600. You know, a discussion we're going to talk about in the podcast on Monday. We talked about it before. And tournament costs and everything's expensive nowadays, and knowing the water and stuff like that. But when these events are part of a tour next year, the Kickerfish Trail or whatever we're calling it, then we start chasing points and cash and big sponsors coming in. So we had to establish this weekend to bring it back. This is the traditional Cape Copper Mine tournament weekend. We've established bringing that back now. We've got this weekend. It's the last weekend in June. Prairie Walleye Classic is the second weekend, Friday, Saturday in June. Go along with the Selkirk Walleye Championship every October. That's the third Saturday, Sunday in October. We'll have one more tournament that we're popping up on the scene there, and that'll be our tour next year. And this will be one of them here. This will be one of them over here. So, if you're ever looking for a place to fish or a new body of water, come explore this place over here. Lac Du Bonnet is full of giant fish. Full of giant fish out here. We've got 2 more minutes left. So I'll sign off. Like I said, I'll leave this up here for a little bit because there might be some straggler scores coming in. Aaron Weeb and Daryl Weeb are in now. 2 minutes left, and there's some people barreling down. So that'll be all our teams in. I'll leave these scores up here for a little bit, and see if there's any straggler scores here. And we're going to head on over to Drifters Inn. We'll go live on our social media, but we'll go live from this one, I think. And we'll get the awards out shortly. It won't be too long after 4, really. We're just going to pack it. It'll probably take longer to pack this up than to double check everything. We'll get the scores ready to go. So we'll see you guys in a bit. Funny stuff. 7 seconds to spare. Every team is in safely. We're good. Oh man, funny stuff.